Hello everyone, Desert Gold here, hiding out from the desert sun. It's actually a little cooling spell today. We're only getting up to about 100 and as it is right now, it's about 106 in the shade. Thought I'd do a quick review of what I consider to be two top tier CCW weapons. Two Glocks that I use for my own personal concealed carry. One of them is the Glock 27, and these both have clips in them. I'll remove them as I bring them up on camera. It has the stock 40 caliber Smith & Wesson barrel in it. Not many changes I've made to this one or the other one for that matter. I'll go through quickly what I've done. First of all, this is, like I said, the Glock 27. It is a 40 caliber Smith & Wesson, as I said. Length of the weapon is about 6.3 inches. Width is about 1.2 inches. The sight length is about I want to say about 5.7 inches. You know, from front to rear. Weight of the Glock 27 is about 19.8 ounces empty. With a full clip in it, it's about almost 27 ounces. Very, very controllable weight in the inside waistband holster. Small in size, very controllable. For my concealed carry, I just have a Kydex in the waistband holster. Very simple, very inexpensive. Got the single clip on it. You can change this in a matter of seconds from, you know, if you decide to change your clothes for the evening, or if you all of a sudden have to go somewhere, you can just have this in your holster and clip it in. You're in your waistband in a matter of seconds. Just so we're all on the same page here. Empty. Now, as I said, I did make a few changes to this. The first being, I did put the Meprolite night sights on it. I think these are probably the best night sights that you can put on a weapon, in my opinion anyway. The reason being, you have the advantage of two different systems with these sights. You have the open crystal. I don't know if I can get this on the camera, but it takes in light from openings on the top of the sights for day use. Okay, and I don't know if I can get that to show up, but these are really kind of bright. Secondly, they also have tritium for night use, so you've got the best of both worlds with these kind of sights, and that's why I chose that. I didn't do much with changing. I did put an extended mag release in it, but slide stop is stock. The other thing I did do, which I think is an excellent choice for self-defense weapon is I did put the Laser Max laser in it, and I think you can see that. The advantage to this is twofold. One, it is always on target up to 20 meters. So I mean, if you use this weapon as a self-defense and it's going to be on target within an inch at 60 feet or 20 meters, you're really going to be pretty close to where you need to be. Secondly, the trigger for the laser extends further than the old takedown, so you can take your weapon apart a lot easier. You have a better grasp of the weapon. This is the actual laser and guide rod assembly all in one, so it serves two purposes. And I actually think that the recoil spring on this system is actually a little bit stiffer than the Glock stock spring, which aids in better slide lock up. You don't get your brass being pitched all over the place. So this has a couple of nice, really, it really serves in a couple of different benefits that you might want to look into. The other thing I like about the 27, and as with any of the Glocks, is the ease with which you can change calibers on these. This is, like I said, the stock Glock barrel 40. Let's say that you don't want to shoot 40 Smith & Wesson today. You want to go practice with maybe a lighter recoil, or you want to have somebody go shoot with you that's recoil sensitive. So let's just take, say, this Lone Wolf conversion barrel. It's a 40 to 9, so you just drop this in like that and put your spring back in, put your slide back on, and as quick as that, you are going from a 40 to a 9 millimeter. I don't have a 9 on the table here because I don't shoot 9 millimeter. Maybe I do. Oh yeah, I got one. Here we go. Here's a little guy. Cute little thing, huh? Actually, this is one of those Grizzly Extreme 9 millimeters plus P with the all copper, solid copper, deep center. The cuts on the pedals go all the way to the case, so this thing opens up to what it's supposed to open up to, is something like that star. And in perfect situations, I'm sure it does. I've been trying to get time and get out in the desert when it cools down a little bit. I've got that, and I also want to test the 45 ACP in that caliber. I have suspicions that the overexpansion is going to probably detract from its penetration ability. So we'll see as it cools down out there, and I'll get out there and we'll do some penetration with those things. So with the 40 Smith & Wesson barrel, goes right back in. The convenience that you gain with the subcompact, and the ability to change calibers quickly, be able to train and work with different calibers, different recoils, makes it a very nice convenience. The other thing I did do is I did go from the 5-pound trigger pull to a 3.5 pound, and it really does make a difference. Now you want to be careful in getting too light with these trigger pulls, and there's a point at which you will get it to be a little too light, and especially if you're reloading, you'll get failure to fires because of insufficient primer strikes. Moving on, the other option that I like to use as my CCW is the Glock 29. And as everybody knows, the Glock 29 is the 10mm auto. With the Glock 29, you're gaining a little bit of size, a little bit of weight, not substantially a lot more. So you're gaining a lot more power, a lot more knockdown energy for not a whole lot of increase in weight and size. The weight goes from 19.8 to 24.9 unloaded. Loaded, you're going from about 27 ounces to about 33 ounces. You know, for somebody that's small in stature, that might be enough to put it over the edge. I'm kind of a hefty little old fart, so I carry both. After carrying the 10 for a while, I put the 27 in my waistband, and I almost forget I've got it. So yes, there's a difference. That would be something you would have to judge for yourself as far as what you consider the minimum requirements for what you want as a self-defense weapon. The length of the 29 is about 6.8, so it's a little bit longer, going from 6.3 to about 6.8. Height, you're going from 4.45 inches. You're actually going from the 27 is about 4.18 to say about 4.2 to 4.5. Not a whole lot going on there. Both the mag capacity for the 27 is 9 rounds plus 1 in the chamber if you want. The mag capacity for the 10 is standard is 10 rounds with an optional 15-round mag if you want. The sight, line of sight on the 29 is almost 6 inches, 5.95, as opposed to the 5.7 on the 27. So you've got a bit longer sight picture. Obviously everything is stepped up a little bit as necessary for the caliber. See if we can get these side by side for you to see. This will be the 10 in back. Try and get this so you can actually see it right there. Not much difference on the height as you can tell. The trigger guards are pretty much on line with each other. Or you can tell the difference. You can't if I don't get it in the camera, right? Let me see if I can get. I hate moving cameras. See if I can get this up here a little bit. All right. Definitely, you can see the difference there on the. Both of them are standing on their slides. What is that, about almost an inch there? I don't know if that would make a difference with some people. It might. The one thing I do like with the larger caliber, and this will be a matter of personal choice too, both these weapons are, let me show you that the 10 is empty also. Both these weapons have a short grip. Lonely pinky, right? Even with the 10, lonely pinky. A lot of people, in fact, I think it's been a while since I've unboxed these. I think one of the clips that you get with the set is a extension clip, or has a little finger extension for your pinky. One of my favorite YouTube channels to watch all the time is a guy named Hickok45. You ought to check him out. The guy is crazy good with Glocks and almost any other weapon. But one of his videos taught me a pretty cool lesson, and that was how to learn to shoot these things without the use of your little guy. And once you learn to do that, you're home free, because you're going to realize you don't need an extension on your clip to get a better grip on these things. If you learn to grip with these middle two fingers and get a good grip on it, oops, and just bring it around, standard grip, all your pressure right there. You've got a good solid lock on this thing. You don't need any mag extensions. And in fact, a couple of the ones out there that I have tried in the past, if they don't fit quite right, you're going to get a pinching as the weapon discharges. That mag is going to move on you, and it's going to pinch your little finger. Now, the other thing that I wanted to mention with respect to this is, if you look at the mag well on the 27 and then you look at the mag well on the 29, you see that it's just slightly larger, obviously, because the round is bigger. Well, in essence, not that the round is bigger, but that the build of the weapon to take the recoil of the caliber is more stout, if you want to look at it that way. So your grip on this weapon, you're going to feel it's got a wider grip. Okay, they're both double stack magazines, but I don't know if you can see this, my fingers go almost all the way around this one. Now they do on this one too, but you can actually feel the wider grip on this. And when you perch your hand on this and get your shooting position locked in, you can actually feel the wider grip, and it actually provides more stability on the 10, which is what makes it difficult to choose between these weapons as my concealed carry, because they're both good in their own rights. You have a smaller, easier wielding weapon, if you want to look at it with a good stopping power. In your 27, a little bit snappy, if people want to refer to it that way, especially if you're doing your own reloads like I do. I'll kick them up a little bit, and these are my 180 grain Spear Gold Dots that I've got in there right now. I've got those loaded somewhere around 1200 feet per second. Really fun to shoot. These, this is my 10. These are Barnes 155s. I've got in there right now, and I've got these going at about almost 1400. So both of them will really get your attention when you're lighting them up. So you want to be ready for it. The other thing neat about obviously the 29 is you get as with the 27, you get the option to get different barrels. The 10 or the 29 has a few more choices. You can do the you can go down to the 40, you can go down to the 357 SIG, you can go down to different lengths on your 10 if you want to put a muzzle brake on it, threaded barrels. All these options are there. I also put a laser max on this weapon too. I think it's just a wonderful choice for close-in targeting. Again, I did the Mepros on this too, and a 3.5 pound trigger on this also. Both weapons are excellent choices for CCW. If you're not intimidated by a larger pistol in your waistband, I would definitely look at the 29. Again, you have more options for caliber changes for practice or just entertainment if you want. This is my 9x25 round that you've seen in other videos. You can put a 9x25 barrel in this Glock 29 and be slinging 90 grain bullets at 2,000 feet per second almost. Get your own laser dart weapon firing off every time you pull the trigger. That's not to say you can't use these are 115 grain actually no, I'm sorry, this is the 10 mil or 9x25. This is 175 grain Winchester silver tip. This will make a nice stopping caliber for concealed carry also. Just thought I'd throw my ideas out there. Your choice in concealed carry is a wide open market, so thought you might want to consider looking at a couple of very good, well-rounded choices by Glock. Again, both simple Kydex coast holster, easy 5-second in and out on your waistband. Other than that, it would be a matter of how you want to carry your weapon as far as size goes, if the 10 or the 40, 27 or 29. Both are excellent choices. Hope you enjoyed it. looking forward to when it cools down out there. We'll get out there and do some shooting with these things. Until then, you guys have a great day and have fun. Be well.